So we open with Kyle telling Sutton, Madam lost a baby and there's nothing you can say. And Madam sitting there just grinning, I've outpained you. I've got Kyle on my side. Then Sutton says, well, I've had 2 miscarriages. And Kyle's like, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Did you say it on camera? Like, if it wasn't said on camera, then it's not true. Kyle, do you put all your family business on camera? Your sister stopped talking to you because of that. Oh, it's warm. I mean, Kyle gonna say, I feel like this is bull. And Diana just sitting there smiling like she taking an order at Burger King. Madam is giving hard, madam. I'm not falling for it. Oh, now Sutton done gone awky boo. If you want to be an MFer, but I'm being real. Honey, you trying to connect with her, but she a broken phone. It ain't gonna work. And Kyle saying, don't talk like that to her. Sutton, I can't tell. You might be putting a little 20 on 10 with these white woman tears. Maybe Madam's picking up on something we ain't. But Madam ain't fecal matter either. But they go on and fake hug to end this squabble because they realize it ain't going nowhere. After that, Sutton and Madam take their respective cars home, but now we got Eric just thirsting after Garcelle's son. He's hot! And you're drunk, old, and poor. But we don't have to tell you that. So you could have kept it to yourself for him too. So Oliver passes up on the Brazzers bimbo. And this is when Erica tells her other son to get the F out of here. Said it twice. Get the F out of here. I cannot believe how graceful and calm Garcelle was, because I would have just ran in there throwing chairs. Not hands, chairs. You're going to talk to a child like that, but then my child? N-word no. So the next day, while Garcelle is at the reel, she telling her hairstylist about evil Erica. Sutton and Dorit shooting a scene? Why not just give us a Somonex? After that, Kyle and Sutton sit down for dinner, and I see why Sutton's upset because Kyle isn't taking ownership of her accusing Sutton of making up a miscarriage. You're saying I never thought that, but your words said otherwise. This is the nastiest apology that I have ever seen. Kyle, you don't mean it, and Sutton, you ain't here for it. But fake on. Kyle, why do you insist on shoving Teddy Mellencamp down our throats, honey? We have already regurgitated her. She has been thrown up and flushed down the toilet of reality television. Put your plunger away and stop trying to bring her back up. Rinna drops by Madam's for a catch-up chat. Madam said, well, Sutton caught me on the way out, and she did the Sutton thing. She just makes these faces. She does. It's a tick. It's some type of a tick. Oh, here goes Rinna. Sutton has narcissism if she said she'll see your 1 miscarriage for 2. Now, Rinna, you weren't there, so this is he say, she say, hearsay. But all right, Miss Munchausen, I guess you're going to be Lady Narcissism now. Madam really gonna say Sutton drags me down to her level. No, she just knows what your level is and meets you where you're at. However, later that night, PK, the chip heifer, and Kyle and Mauricio have a din-din. What the hell? So Kyle gonna bring Erica cussing at a 14-year-old, says he was 14, and then everybody's, oh, ha, 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 ha. Why do you think it's great that she did that? For what? You don't even know this kid. Everyone's so concerned about Erica being loose and free, cussing out other people's children. That's not loose and free. That's drunk and assy. High and stupid, but not loose and free. After the ignorance, Sutton's planning for her dinner so she can show the girls her mansion. All Garcelle's bringing Will's ex-wife. All Garcelle gonna confront Erica. She said, I gotta get her sober. And betwixt pills. Rinna, I don't know if I like them shoes or not. The outfit's cute. The hair is your usual helmet. But them shoes is just too groove is in the heart for me. I don't need the 90s to come back. I lived through them once. We ain't got to do it again. On the way, Erica gone saying a little flashback. Oh, well, I thought her son was 16. It's still a minor, even 18, even 28. You ain't gonna talk to my child out of line. That's how you talk to your grown friends, not my child. Renna, you whining about these shoes ain't a plot line, hun. Sutton, why couldn't you just have the party in the house? Your backyard clearly wasn't ready. And it's cool in California. It ain't always hot in LA, and it's winter time. Y'all just had Thanksgiving, so I don't know why you ain't in the heezy. That's some Sheree Whitfield shit. But at least she did put her guest in first. When they brought up Madam wasn't here, I was like, don't nobody miss her. Oh God, now she back on bed rest? Well, I guess as a madam, you're probably just working from home. Oh, Renna missed one episode and she back to starting shit. Oh, you don't like passive-aggressive, Sutton? But you are, heifer. You are. Sutton, you are. You're just also just awky. Did you call Diana an MFer? And soulless? Yeah, because she is. Well, that was the shit. And now it's time for trailer reviews. Honk for Jesus, save your soul. What's this about? Okay, Regina Hall and Sterling Brown, I'm in. So he's playing Lee Curtis and he has a mega church. He gets a scandal, fall from grace, they're bringing the church back, but they don't give too much details, but it looks funny. Clerks 3, they're doing a Clerks 3. I don't know if I need to look at that trailer. Let's look at the trailer for Amsterdam. I didn't know there was a Clerks 2. Okay, so we start by bringing in a dead body. Oh, we've got Chris Rock in another one of his dramatic roles. Okay, it's giving like a World War T, and it's so a soldier, a doctor, and a nurse that are all military people end up in Amsterdam. And they all best friends. They gonna protect each other. Oh, and they're accused of murder. So they've got to find the truth and exonerate themselves. This looks good. It looks exciting. It looks like it has a good balance of drama and comedy. You got Denzel Washington's son in it. Okay, let's check out Resurrection. We start with some young white heifer who said, when I was young, I did something bad. So we see her look at some man and she run out of her job. She freaked out. Then she see him in the park again and takes off. She tell him stay away from her and her kid. He's like, I don't know you, heifer. So the daughter think the mama having an episode because ain't nobody got no proof. All right, it looks good. I might have to peep at it. Fun fact, I actually didn't see the last episode of the first season, so I'm going to get to that too. Brandy Glanville is here. That's good television from a shitty being. The felon Phaedra Parks is also joining us. Hide your socials, hide your driver's license number, and hide your IRA information. I don't know who Tamra Judge is, but I get hateful honky from her. There's something about that shade of blonde I don't trust. Oh God, Vicky the Crone Gunvalson. I gotta look at that like this. That woman is too ugly to look at. I mean, she's nothing but one big jowl. She's just jowl. Jowl and raccoon eye. Y'all could have found a prettier honky than that. At least Dorinda got a butler for the weekend so they ain't gotta whine about not having help. Ha ha ha. Child, Phaedra said Kenya called her and warned her about Brandy, and she's like, okay, if my most mortal enemy, other than the IRS, is willing to tell me she crazy, that must be pretty nutty boo. Is anybody else hearing a weird woman narrating everything that doesn't kind of go with it? I'm wondering if I've got a closed caption on or something. So the Californian honkies are the first to arrive. Dorinda, you do have some odd decorations in your house. Paintings of dead deer, that ugly chandelier, but I guess the pool is nice. I'll give you that. So the crone just ended an engagement. She said she gonna keep the ring. Vicky said, well, I can't give back what I paid for. Child, then why was you with him? You hadn't had sex with him in 13 months? He wouldn't let you touch his wee-wee? The fact that you calling it a wee-wee is probably why things ended. Dorinda gonna start shit early by giving Brandy a pull-out bed. And Brandy, I don't know why you thought Dorinda would like you when no one who knows you likes you. Phaedra gets the infamous fish room, but don't know who Richard is. But honey, you will know by the end of this trip. You gonna know. You gonna be real acquainted. This will be the first dead person you'd met. So Dorinda gets to talking about being on pause from Bravo. She wasn't fired, she's on pause. But we've seen that with Bethany, we've seen that with Kenya, we've seen that with Nene. They will give you a season off so you can come back and shake shit up even more. So I believe it was also a pause. I believe that this show was already in the works when she was given her pause. See, y'all are now all working with Bravo after you were fired. So is that firing or pause? Dorinda, why are you stopping Brandy from getting served? Let her get messy early in the afternoon. That way she'll be passed out by dinner. And you won't have to look at her. So you can have a little peace in the evening. Eva, you really gonna sit up here and lie in this honky face that she cute. Vicky Gunvalson looks every bit of 560. Vicky Gunvalson looks like Gina Davis's face when they made her up to look dead in Beetlejuice. Remember that? Them sunken eyes? She got the same features. All of a sudden, though, Dorinda starts talking to Tamara about the man who just left her. And again, I don't know if she need one if she calling him wee-wees. But we weren't talking about that. So Dorinda wants Vicky to be more mad at the man who left her. But why? That ain't your puss. And it wasn't your wiener. Brandy, a naked party. Are you just trying to fuck all the housewives since you already got Denise? And I bet you and Taylor have a sapphic secret too. So Brandy jumped in the bed with Dorinda because she needed a hug. Dorinda don't look too happy about it, but she putting up with it. So Tamara and Brandy get into it over Tamara calling Brandy unstable, which she kind of did, but didn't technically. And then Brandy got on Twitter and went for her mothering skills since her kids don't talk to her. So Tamara go on and apologize. Tonight's dinner is a clam bake. I wonder if Ramona's going to show up to steal the lobster. But before that, Brandy sit down with Taylor to try to hash out their crap from back in Beverly Hills. Taylor, these eyebrows are horrible, and the eye makeup is even worse. And who told you to put on this lip? So Brandy thought she apologized to Taylor, but all she said was, I don't really think you were abused and I didn't know what was real. Still questioning this woman after all the evidence. So, of course, we have a dinner conversation game, and the first question up is, what's your biggest insecurity? Dorinda's is irrelevancy. Brandy said, oh, she just want to be on Housewives. I was wondering, does she mean like irrelevant where you're a lonely old widow and, you know, your kids ain't coming to visit you that much and you just feel in the way? I worry about that too. But also, I wouldn't say Dorinda wants to be back on Housewives. She is on Housewives. It's just a different franchise now. Because she was on pause. How do these heifers not know how to crack open a lobster? The shell ain't even that tough, because you see she doing it with her hands. I done crack lobster with my hands, too. I even get out the leg meat. Brandy, why is the lobster turning you on? You just a skeezer. A lobster? Dorinda, watch out feeding Phaedra her lobster, because you know she's looking in your purse. You gonna be feeding, she gonna be fishing. Brandy, you whine about being hated on your season so much, but you still continued the same sorry behavior. It's giving me attention whore. And Brandy keeps trying to say she had a worse year than Taylor. I'm sorry, but Eddie Cibrian is still alive. Ha! Tamara asked Brandy, why was this such a horrible season? And she said, oh, because her husband committed suicide. And Tamara said, so that's why it was a bad season for you. Okay. Oh, Lord. Brandy really gonna say, oh, you wrote that book to exploit your husband's passing. No, he left her mired in debt, and that was the only thing she had of value. Another coot miring these women in debt. You gotta watch these coots. They be conning. Oh, Lord. Now Dorinda done brought up her widow status. Brandy is officially on 10. Vicky asks her, what does you being a friend of and your financial situation have to do with Taylor's? Shut the fuck up, Vicky! Vicky said, you will not talk to me like that, ever. Let's get that straight. All right. This was a pretty good first episode, and I'ma see you soon for something. P-Val. P-Val.